Welcome to another episode of
You Suck.
I'm your host, VladV.
And I'm Joey.
And today we are going to check out Skillet's new song,
Psycho in My Head.
Dude, what's all that stuff you're grabbing?
Duct tape, zip ties, and gloves. I have to have my tools.
What do you think about Skillet?
Uber catchy songs,
Yeah.
extremely polished production to the point to where it doesn't sound like humans. And they're a Christian rock band. I have no problem with that.
Word.
And John Cooper always seemed like a good dude, had a good head on his shoulders, and is probably one of us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty certain that he is. So yeah,
Certainly.
good
I
with
mean,
that.
you know, if it's a Christian band, they're probably going to have their. They're probably not going to have a lot of dumb ideas.
Prob-
What do you think about Jen?
She's a great drummer.
Yeah.
She really hits hard and sings while she does it.
Yeah, speaking of hitting it hard, man, she's pretty fucking. Right?
She can actually do a drum solo, which is rare these days. That it's a drum solo and it's not just right left kick right left
Sure.
kick kind of shit
Sure.
around the drum. She can actually throw in some chops, so that's good.
Doesn't John have his wife in the band?
I think so. She's on guitar.
Well, that's cool, you know, equal opportunity metal band. Probably no drama in that band. Yeah, man, I've always been a fan of Skillet and, you know, like a passive fan. I like their stuff. I never turn the dial when I hear them, but I'm not like, oh, man, I got to hear me some Skillet. I'm not sure why, because every time I've heard their shit, I've been like, oh, this kind of, you know, this is my shit. This is the kind of shit I like. I just don't know.
For me, it's a little bit too formulaic, but
Yeah, there's something that's I've never been able to put my finger on that just hasn't resonated with me about them. Doesn't mean they suck.
yeah. But I mean, if somebody heard the shit that I like, you know, listening to Faith No More's Angel Dust, they're probably looking at me like, "What is this manic, frenetic shit?"
Yeah.
And hey, that's just what I like. So I'm not gonna say, "Oh, Skillet sucks" because it's formulaic, you know, radio rock.
Sure.
It's just my taste. So I'm ready to give them a fair shot.
Let's do it. Skillet. Psycho in My Head. Here we go.
That riff is kind of heavy.
Yeah.
You know, that's
um
I do not hate that.
very Manson-y. It even stylistically, it's if you overlay something Manson would do, if you're familiar with his style, I think it's okay. I don't really care for the effect that's over his vocals. It's a little abrasive and not in a heavy kind of the way that they want it to be abrasive. It's like obnoxious abrasive to me. I think it's good, but very formulaic. They've got all the
it is.
staples of like the whole like do. I love rock and roll. Those kind of tropes that are used in music all the time.
I would imagine that there are some songwriters involved in this that are not in the band and are probably sprinkled throughout the entire rock genre, if I had to take a guess, because it's got like you know, where they sort of build the chorus to 1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
and then
Right.
give you
Kick in.
they give you the punch line.
Right.
2, 3, 4, punch line, and then
Right.
then the downbeat comes in for the intro riff again. You know, that's like that's a country song thing, and lately it's been a very rock thing, and I think it has to do with songwriters being involved, like brought in specifically to write songs, to help the band write songs and arrange them and make them so that they will appeal to the masses. And I guarantee you people are going to love this because their formula is right there. The production is, while I don't care for the over-polished production, I think they did a great job on this sort of like cavernous, gigantic guitar sound that pummels you. And so I got to give the team Churko, Kevin and Kane, props on that because the guitars they're big and they're heavy.
I find that I'm a lot more forgiving when a band has got an industrial edge to them, because then I can kind of forgive all those synthetic sounds when they're trying to pass them off as organic sounds that are plugins. I feel insulted. But when they're industrial sounding, or even electronica sounding, I don't get so mad. I kind of accept that that's part of the genre.
Yeah, don't go NC-17, straight to X, baby.
Yeah, triple X. Let's do it.
It felt kind of truncated a little bit.
It really
they
did.
Didn't flesh that idea out all the way.
I'm curious if this is the radio edit. It doesn't say that it is, but it felt like a radio edit. It felt like it was building to a bridge that was gonna.
It just didn't. The bridge didn't happen.
Right, and this is something that songwriters that are brought in are notorious for doing. Is getting right back to the chorus as fast as possible. They'll do something to break it up real quick.
Yeah,
I don't
think that they.
And then, so I don't know if that's what they did.
I think that they did.
But
this has got songwriter
it's
team
got
written all
the
over
symptoms. This got the symptoms of a band that had somebody come in and use
most definitely
the algorithmically time tested. Tried and true things that are working, and because I'm seeing a lot of those bells and whistles on this song. Sounds good. I like it. I like the song, but I feel it's very spoon-fed. And if I was the guy making the video, I would have put her in like a bikini top, you know what I mean, and seen her face a little bit more. It's exciting to see her
She's
animated.
British.
She's
British.
To see,
she's not going for that shit.
Yeah, she's too proper. She's a lady. Well, let's. It's gonna play out. It looks like they'll do an outro to throw us for a loop. But I think they're gonna do another chorus, probably double chorus, and then we'll break out.
The intro riff is gonna be the outro riff, and
Sure. Sure. Yeah, very formulaic. Good song. Like the sound. Super produced. But overall, very... enjoyed that halftime. Both times they did it.
I've got no problem with songs like this existing, bands like this existing, but the fact that this is they're still one of the bigger names in rock, and there's nothing else to come in and give us anything authentic like an STP or a Faith No More or the next Tool or whatever. And it's not Sleep Token, folks. They've got no lasting power. Don't give me that shit. The fact that that Skillet is still as popular as they are, and there's nothing else to come in and give you something more authentic, it just makes me sick, dude. This is so formulaic, and it's ripping off a 3 Days Grace song from 20 years ago.
I can't escape this hell.
Yeah, it's almost like the pop thing. Pop music has always existed, even going back to Partridge Family, the Monkees, shit like that. But the Beatles were happening at the same time and were more popular. So you had your bubblegum over here, and you had your real shit over here. And right now we've got nothing but bubblegum, and it's packaged and supposed to be heavy. It's not.
I don't know if this is bubblegum.
It is.
It's
bubblegum in a black foil wrapper to look cool.
Sure. You know me. I love pop
do.
sensibilities. I love pop sensibilities when it comes to metal. I think that's what metal is missing. They're very monochromatic. And they're so limited because they tune low, so you got no chords, you got no life in the strings, you just got jug, 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 which is a percussive type of sound. It's almost not even notes anymore. So you got jug, jug, squeak, squeak riffs. You got a singer that's using probably two notes going, bah, 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 bah. So we need it to evolve. And the pop sensibilities where you get these big hooks and everything like that, I'm a fan of that. I like what he's doing. I think it sounds a lot like Linkin Park to me.
I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware.
It sounds the same to me.
It's a 20-year-old 3 Days Grace song.
Sure.
I just can't think of it.
Mixed with the chorus of a Linkin Park song.
The chorus is the 3 Days Grace song.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
the whole thing is.
So it's a hybrid. It's whatever that's cool.
A hybrid theory.
And the reason it's a hybrid theory. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give the new Psycho in My Head Skillet song?
I expected it to sound like this, but as the song went on, I just got angrier and angrier. So this is going to be an 8 for me. This is on a scale of 1 to 10 sucks, not 1 to 10 positive marks.
So the higher score you get, the suckier you are.
Yeah.
In my opinion, judging on the Skillet curve, they have okay songs and really good songs.
Wow, they're writing the same song over and over again. But it's not them doing it.
I'm going down the middle. I'm going to give them a 5. I forgive them. I like the fact that they went a little bit industrial. That way it took the sting off of the plug-in production bullshit. And that's all I have to say about that. Now it's time for hate mail.
Hate mail! All right, this one comes from the Extreme video that we did on the song Rise. You say that Gary, the lead singer, moves like Scott. But Extreme came out before STP.
No fucking shit.
So technically, Scott moves and sounds like Gary.
That is not true.
Well, We said that in the video that we did, that we understand that Extreme was out before STP.
We very clearly said that.
But the thing was, back then, Gary didn't look, sound, or act like Scott.
Yeah, not at all.
The style that Scott had technically came before Gary. I don't know what else to say. I just refuted your entire argument.
Yeah, Scott didn't move like Gary ever. Gary changed the way he moved and moves like Scott now. That was the whole point. Thank you for very obviously not paying attention and giving us a piece of hate mail to hate on.
Fuck you up!
Thank you very much for watching. If you have any hate, please drop it in the comments and we will read it on the air if it's hateful enough. If you want to watch our videos, we release new reactions Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. If you can't wait till one of those days, we have a back catalog you are more than welcome to hate on. And if you want to support this channel, we have a PayPal link in the description. What's your last word?
Monochromatic.
Monochromatic. I knew it! We'll see you guys next time.
Through your bone.
They're probably not going to have a lot of dumb ideas.
That joke is multi-layered.
Yes.
Multi-layered.
That's all right.
Just like us.
Our true fans know what we're talking about. I thought you were talking about tattoo.
No, so
Those
yeah,
girls are
she's
like,
a little
they're always
classier
like
than
make
that.
out and stuff. They're very talented girls.
Yeah, Skillet's
Didn't
not
care for
going
their music
that.
though. You say Gary moves like Scott, but Extreme came out before STP.